Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Hitman Freelancer and the Bare Knuckle Boxer Challenge, where we enter levels with nothing but our wits, and we pray to God that that's enough to get through. Last time it wasn't, and my desire to keep all of my optional objectives intact just ended up getting us murked in Mumbai. And so we had to start from the start once again, but I fought my way back up to level 4. Where we will find ourselves visiting Santa Fortuna, Scale and Paris, and the alerted Dartmoor, Marrakesh, and Hawke's Bay / Hantu Port. Our goals for this level probably don't include an unsilenced pistol kill epic, because I don't think we can find one of those anywhere. Headshot kill legendary, again, don't think we're going to find any of those on the levels that we've got available to us, so we're going to cause a collateral accident to occur. Where is this going to take place? I'd like to get an alerted out of the way. Dartmoor doesn't have anything that really stops us from doing a collateral. Marrakesh, no combat and don't pacify. They're not amazing for collateral because I'm still not 100% sure on what triggers no combat and what doesn't. Because there's times where guards will be on the other side of the map and I'll just suddenly lose it. What about Hawke's Bay Hantu? Only one disguise. Make target slip. Destroy cameras. I think we could live with all of that. Make target slip though. Is that even going to be possible? Is there a banana hanging around on Hawke's Bay or Hantu? I suppose we'll find out when we get there.
Welcome to Singapore.
Okay, it's Hantu again. This is like our third Hantu in a row, I think. They've only got like a 50-50 chance of showing up, Hantu and Hawke's Bay. But I don't mind Hantu appearing thrice, given as we saw Hawke's Bay quite a few times in a row prior to this. Now, there's a target. There's a camera. But what if we pop in here and hide in a cupboard? We are hunted. I feel like that guy shouldn't have been orange. It's like... I guess he saw us before we climbed in, so he is orange and we are going to be compromised now. I feel he should have just rushed in and tried to, you know, kick us out. But alas, he doesn't seem to want to come into this room either. We've got a screwdriver. All the doors are locked, of course, because it's alerted.
Something real bad is going down. Do something.
Everyone's panicking like mad. The situation where they just like saw one guy climb into a thing. Not quite sure why they're so agitated. But we might have to take what outfit we can get. I was hoping for a civilian outfit that would let us on the ship. Like blue overalls, but... yeah. I'm surprised this door can't be opened from the inside without being unlocked. A lot of folks about. Some of whom don't like us, but we are only trespassing now. Does that mean we'll just be kicked out again? Or are they going to open fire? Because if it's just a case that we're still just seen as a trespasser and we're going to get kicked out, then being compromised doesn't really have an effect in here because we're already suspicious to, like, everyone. Also, why does that woman keep yelling about needing assistance? Yeah, she's definitely having a strange time of it. Is it her? The red-haired one? It might be. I forget her name because I don't do sniper assassin maps. I just want to get to my target and he's right there and we can't get to him because we're over here. So hostages are being taken onto the ship. So far so Hantu. There's one of the guards that recognises us. What if we get past him and come back this way? Can we now get to our target from here? We can. Somebody saw that.
Anyone going to help me out here, or what?
They didn't see us change outfit, which is nice. So I think we got away with that. Don't you know? Who's that camera that's around here? Are we worried about that camera right now? Or should we just continue to vacate the area of the crime? That's probably a smart move. What have we got? Fish. Napoleon blown apart. Let's go for fish. It's nice to have a tool we can throw at people and such. We should probably worry about where our other targets are. One's up tippity top there. One's not terribly far away. Are they in this building? They are, so I guess we don't even need to worry about going on the ship or anything like that. Collateral accident though. So that guy works over here. And then drinks.
Hello? Who's there?
If we could lure two people over there at the same time, that would be great.
Why always me?
Because he's just going to start working there.
Who's there?
He's not calling over a guard to have a look or anything like that. That's a shame. We can knock him out and knock someone else out and drag them. But I'm not sure about that as a plan right now.
Thank you.
What's supplier friend saying? I got some interesting stuff. Maybe we'll buy something.
Need more, you know where to find me.
Down the line. So yeah, we don't need to crush people under a car. We could just take two people out with a propane, as long as we had some sort of gun. So there's two of the people that are going to come over in this general direction, aren't there? There's one with a skirt, and then there's port security guard. There's no bananas in here, are there? No, that's a shame. I would have liked a nana. So here comes the woman who probably needs to get knocked out. Put in a box. Maybe I'm making things too complicated. I just need to lure somebody, lure my guy away with the thrown propane just behind the crates over there or something. And then lure a second guy over there and do the same. Because no one's really going to notice if I lure him behind some crates here, knock him out, and then drag him back there. Folks up there maybe notice this. But where's that port security guard? Because he would be a useful part of this plan. Just because he's got a gun. And is that yellow shirted guy over there likely to see anything when he's coming up and down the stairs? Oh, is he having a smoker?
I guess Mother Earth has to take one more for the team, huh? Church.
That might be too far away, yeah. Okay, at the very least, we've taken down a potential witness. It's a shame that our man started to walk away before the explosion went off. But that's okay, maybe. It's still a low crime explosion, because it was clearly just an accident. It's nothing for anyone to get too excited about. They'll go back to normal pretty swiftly. Did we just take down one person there? Yeah, we did. So it could have been worse. So we could still take this guy out and then do what I was planning originally. But we'd need to find another propane now. But there's also that barrel there. So there are ample opportunities for accidents in this place. just park you here for now. I think you'll be safe there. Let's give that drum a bit of a punch. Right. Blue man is back. He is apparently not the man who investigates that. Who's investigating that? Although he's now just gone and stood out there, which is new. I think. I don't remember him coming out here before. Maybe he can't work on the car anymore because it's been destroyed by the explosion. Where's he off now? Where else can I find propane on this level? What we got here? Emetic gas grenade is probably the most useful, although car battery. We can find a puddle somewhere. So what are you doing now? You're just standing next to another car. Grab an explosive baseball there, because we've got a safe to deal with at some point. Now we've got
bother me.
2 people that do hang out near this car then, with port security there as well. I guess I can just lure this guy with a throwable, can't I? Yeah, he's coming back in here.
Odd. Is someone there?
No one is noticing our little corner snatch. And then we drag him with us to where we were going anyway. Now he's on the oil. Lovely. Brendo can join him on the oil. Pretty sure they're both firmly on there. God, that scared the shit out of me. Thank you for that. And I'm fairly certain the spark from a car battery can ignite oil, so we don't even need to shoot a gun. Sweet. So that's that challenge out of the way. We're probably not making a target slip because we just haven't found any bananas or anything. We can have a look on the ship though. Do we need to be frisked to climb aboard?
What
Yes,
have
we
you
do.
got there?
That's okay. We can drop off our gun, and then I think that's the only illegal item we're currently holding. Oh, kitchen knife. Yeah, there's going to be more crates up here, isn't there? There'll also be more cameras up here as well, and some of those might be easier to deal with than the ones we found down below. But I don't know what might be where, so it's a bit of a case of strolling about. Handy crowbar though. We like crowbars. And there are some enforcers we need to keep an eye out for. It's possible the crew quarters would have a banana, maybe. I don't know if it's the quarters or if it's just the break room. Break room's probably what it is. But there is a crate nearby. Where you at, crate friend? You over here somewhere? Or are you up higher? Shaman powder, that's the knockout one, isn't it? Yeah, but I don't think that counts as a slip. It's just a sort of straight knockout grenade. So what have we got? We have got nothing that we need. No banana. Sad times. Whilst we're here though, let's pop upstairs a smidge. Because there are like medical rooms up here, aren't there? I just want to double check what might be in those. Although we are now trespassing, so maybe that's not the wisest manoeuvre. Maybe we'll come back for those another day when we're in the correct outfit. I didn't realise blue overalls were only allowed on the lower parts of the ship. There's another crate, but it's up above us somewhere. So again, that might require a bit of trespassing, but maybe that's okay. Maybe we can carry on up this side, we just need to deal with that sailor, because if there's a crate up there, I want to go up there. That sailor buggered off now. Oh no, he's limping. But he's getting there. There's also guards everywhere though. So which way are you going? Guard friend, you going up into the break room as well? You're going to stand guard outside of it. Okay, I should have dealt with the guy in the break room whilst I had the chance. But I didn't. I mean, I guess I can still deal with both of them without too much trouble, right? Because, yeah, that guy's just sat down, so... Interesting, the one who bumped his head also carries sedative pills. And those are the ones with rarity, so they'll come back to base with us. That's nice. Now, that guy's gone back up. Is there one down here somewhere? There's usually one that patrols up and down this end of the ship, but maybe they're not around. But we've at least taken out one of the people who potentially blocks our path. Maybe it's you. Yeah. Although there's also one over there, but he's going away from us, right? It looks like he's going away from us. So we've got time to drop this guy. Can't hurt to eliminate a few guards. Right, that guy's a bit sus. Can't have that. It's probably a huge waste of time and there's nothing in the crate that I need. But I didn't see any other crates on the ship except for that one that's up top. Let's see, minimap doesn't suggest others. I'm also surprised at how few cameras I've come across on the ship. I can hear one nearby now though. There's one. Where is it? Where are you recording me from? Up there. And there's a guy there. He doesn't want us to throw things at that camera whilst he's around. He doesn't want trouble. Yeah, it's up there. He's currently recording us. We're in no rush to destroy cameras. Now, here comes our man. Is there anyone else nearby? I don't think so. So it's an accident for him. Pool ball. Lovely. Someone might find him in a minute, but he's out of our way. And that's the main thing. There's another guy though. You can come with us into the medical room, because exploring that was one of our objectives. What do we find in here that we could nick? There is something in there. Bottle of pills and a stethoscope. We would need to throw something or break the glass somehow to get them though. There we go. I wasn't sure if throwing would work or if we did need to fire a gun. But we can definitely grab that. And it's a lethal poison pill jar, which I don't think has rarity, no. But still, it's nice that we've grabbed it. We are closer to the crates. Might be around the other side though, and I'm not sure if anyone else is going to be standing around this side. Oh, there's a camera. Cool.
Oh, shit.
You didn't see shit.
Hey, this guy is way out of line.
Come with me, friend. Get in the cupboard and stay there. Totally didn't see him hiding under the stairs. But now that he's out of the way, there's nothing else of merit in that room, but we are getting closer, I think. I think we are going to have to go up again to get to the box. The up and down arrow is missing, but it does seem to be fairly generous on hand to as to whether or not it... Yeah, it's up on this floor. And there is a camera around as well. And there's guards. Including one who's now coming this way because he just saw me for too long. I'm not sure if this is a good side to be on. Or if we want to come up the other way. There's also another door here, which... I'm not sure I was aware of this little room. But a wrench and a poison is cool. There's a guard. There's that camera. It's kind of peeping at us here. And we've completed box quest, and it was for nothing more than a handful of mercies. But the main thing is we completed box quest. So with that out of the way, we can leave the ship. We can have a quick look near one of the exits of the level where you can take a car and escape. And if we don't find a crate down there anywhere, then we're settling for 3 out of 4. It's just been a while, I think. It feels like it's been a good few maps since I got a perfect. And so I really wanted that 3 out of 4. There was also the safe. Where is the safe? It says it's on our level. So does that mean it's in the upper floor of that building and we also haven't got the outfit for that? That would be vexing. Not the end of the world. But it would be nice to get the safe as well. Yeah, it's above us now. So it must be on the upper floor of that building. Sad times. And there's also a crate though. Is that on the roof? Or is that on the upper floor of that building also? Yeah, that might be on the upper floor. So going there first is probably wise. Just because there's still one more chance of getting a banana. Body found. That's the guy on the ship who fell. Had an unfortunate accident. Pretty sure we can re-enter here if we leave, can't we? Quick check over here. We've got a courier. That's cool. Oh, there's another camera here that we could have easily dealt with if we needed another camera. Oops. I say easily dealt with. And then fail miserably. There we go. Oh, it's kept our hammer. It's a good thing the crowbar missed then, isn't it? This room I don't think we need. So let's just head back in, perhaps. Where's Courier going to go next though? Because if we could lure him behind this building, that's a bit of extra cash. Or maybe we need this building just so we can lure the other two out and then Courier's an easy target. But from here, they can't see us, so again, Courier could be an easy target. Or does he go inside?
You'll lie.
No, he doesn't. Okay.
Oh, man.
Nice. Get intercepted, son. Yep, they're chill with us coming back in. Wonderful. So box quest, I guess, continues because we're still after that last box that's upstairs. We're not trespassing up here, are we?
Yo.
Yo. Good, we're not trespassing up here, so we can also clear this out. Doesn't help us hugely, does it? And, I mean, it would potentially allow us to shoot into the rooms below. But we haven't got a silenced gun, so it's probably not the wisest manoeuvre. Are we being viewed from the ship by anyone? It's entirely possible, because that goes like just right there. But now he's turned away, you see. You're not going to see your friend, are you? Well, now you're not. Good. What if blue guy comes back? He might see this man, so dealing with this man, probably wise. Also this guy. I don't think anyone over here is going to notice if this guy gets slung. Probably unnecessary, but maybe that's okay. Someone's been found. One of those two lads. But that's okay, because that was clearly nothing to do with me. What happens if we go upstairs? We are trespassing. That guy's probably not going to move much. That other guy goes over there, okay. Yeah, it would be a long shot to take that guy out. But if we could lure him, yeah, we've lured him. Now we're not trespassing anymore. So he doesn't care that we're stood on this part of the steps. Suit and tie will probably care if he gets knocked out though.
No! Someone help me!
Oh, that's the wrong item. There we go. Okay, he's gone to get help. We'll just leave the area. Have one more quick scan around and about for other crates whilst they deal with that. At least we're really getting to thoroughly examine Hantu today, which is nice. There's another courier too. Be nice if we could crowbar open these padlocks, but no, they can only be shot. I also don't know if there's anything inside of them on Freelancer Variations version of Hantu. But I would hope so. I don't think I've ever actually shot them to check. Ah, they've now found the bodies downstairs where the collateral accident occurred. That's cool, because that was clearly just an accident, so it's not really a problem. Nonetheless, it might be nice to take out that guard, just because it's one fewer guard who's then going to be going back upstairs. Although this guy now is dragging someone down. So he's going to see that new body I've just left there. We can't have that. He might get upset. So we'll just do that. And now maybe we're free to go upstairs. There's still Suit and Tie, of course. But we've got a pool ball with his name on it. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Okay, he hasn't quite spotted us. But he probably will in a second. Yeah, he will.
Not in the...
Yeah, right in the... Is there a cupboard in here? No. But maybe it's worth just moving him in here temporarily. No, we've also got this guy in here. He's one of the regular targets, I think. And he does have a cupboard. Is that a katana? Looks like a decorative one that we can't pick up. But he can sit in the cupboard. And we could get a dongle. I know where that's used, but I don't know what it's used for, really. Because I've never tried to play this map in non-freelancer variants. Now we need a safe, which means we need files and whatnot. But all the files on that desk don't count, apparently. Guess we could always blow it open, but let's just have a look, see what's going on in here. We've got a man falling over. So we've got at least one there. We've got one over there. The third one, though, is not in this room. Maybe we just do this. Safe cracked. Yes, people are now going to come up and investigate. But we also took out the cameras with the same shot. And Box Quest has in fact led us to a banana. This is amazing. We just need to leave this room and get downstairs without being murderized. So we got a guard. What's he want? Well, we know what he wants.
Not much to see here.
He's going to go and investigate that room. Oops.
What are you?
Down he goes. And now we should be free to just go downstairs. I'm so glad there was a banana in that box. If I now mess up the placement of said banana, oh, you can imagine how pissed off I am going to be. The answer is hugely pissed off. I should also check that we're not trespassing up here, but why would we be? We're a blue overalls man. Coming up here and doing work seems exactly like blue overall work. Yep, there's blue overalls, see? He's an enforcer, but the main thing is there is a blue overall job up here to be done. Now, where's our man? It is going to be hard to mess up the placement of the banana. Because assuming that guy just walks back and forth, it's a pretty narrow thing to walk on. Let's just make sure he's coming back this way, and then we'll just place it down. And that should be a job well done. Looks like our enforcer's going away. He might turn around and go left, or he might turn all the way around and come back. If he goes left, then we'll just run up there and we'll try and catch him. But no, here he comes. Right, this cannot go wrong. Amazing, it didn't go wrong. There is still the possibility Blue Overalls sees us doing this. And I think they did. It does say crime noticed and compromised. That's not ideal. Is there a way down on the other side? Because I don't want to have to run past everyone who's running up to tell me off. We were briefly in combat there. It does appear as though there's no way down from this side. Now we're just back to searching, so maybe we weren't compromised by that after all. The smart play, of course, would have been wait for Blue Overall Friend to see him, and then wait for him to turn and run away and get help, then toss him off the edge. Or even just wait for him to get revived, and then pick a better time to toss him off the edge. But that's not how it went down. But I am a world champion luck pusher in Freelancer, so I think we got away with it. I'm now going to try and push my luck further by coming down this flight of stairs that the Enforcer climbs up. And I think I'm getting away with this too. Outstanding. There he is. You saw nothing, friend. And now we can buy... Ooh, let's see. Maybe an assault rifle. More bodies being found. Which one's that? That's the one we killed who was dragging the body back. Yeah, we know which one that is. It doesn't matter which one that is. What matters is we've actually got a perfect run. I've noticed that bare knuckle boxer levels take longer than most of the other challenges that I do. But even by their standards, that one was a doozy. Should we follow it with another alerted map? Or should we save the other two alerted maps for next week, given as I spent like 3/4 of an hour in Hantu? Where are we going for a showdown is the other question. Also, where is the what's the prestige is yet another question. Time trial. I was hoping we could avoid time trial, because that was our downfall last time. Time trial could be tricky on Santa, with 3 targets who could theoretically be spread all over the goddamn place. And we don't really want time trial with push kill, because that often requires some setup. But push kill is also not friendly with showdowns, I imagine. So we're probably not going there for a showdown. Are we going to scale? That's also got push kill and high target bodies. Scale's not so bad for push kill though. We knock people out, we throw them over the edge of the map into the sea, And we've got push, kill, and hide target out of the way simultaneously. Eliminate guards, shotgun on Paris. Poison guard? Yeah, that should be doable. We can probably find some poison somewhere. Stick it in a drink. I just don't know which guards on Paris drink off the top of my head. Yeah, let's go Paris now, because we can do time trial. That sounds good. Cool, so here we are. We've got Mallory, Patrick, and Raoul to deal with.
Cut!
Yeah, thanks a lot, man. Real considerate.
Always got time for that. So Mallory is not far away. Patrick's not far away, actually. So things are looking alright on time trial.
Step right in, sir. Enjoy your evening.
Then we just need to find a shotgun from somewhere. Cool, there's Mallory. So get crunched and give me your pants. This is good. What's next? There's a box. Box quest is back on, because if we can find a Nemetic gas grenade or something, that would be very nice. Fish. So, where's Patrick? He was over there. Now he's over there, though. Ah, he's that security guard. Okay.
Sweating, Daniel. Girls don't like
So at some point he's going to come back and stand near that door. Anything worth grabbing in there? No rat poison? No. Poison guard shouldn't be too hard. There's guards that eat and drink on this level.
Yes, I. Oh. Oh, are you?
Explosives?
Yeah, but
Why
it's
not?
alright, like, well, that-
No, is our man coming back? He's coming close, good. Yep, you stand there, Patrick. Good man.
Huh.
You should go and look at that. Wonderful. In he goes. Down he goes. Do we take his outfit? Do we need to? Probably not. Because we can certainly get upstairs in this outfit. We're only going up one floor.
Nice day for it, isn't it?
Now, where you at, target? Behind me somewhere. You're a Securo man. Yeah, this is going to work out nicely. In he comes. Door gets closed. That guy over there is a bit busy, so... Wonderful. We'll even take his pants. Now, where are we going to find rat poison? I think there's some up in the attic.
Oh.
We want to be up in the attic
Wow.
anyway, probably.
Never knew this stuff was so complicated. What's this one for?
Yeah, that's
Because that's always a good place to shotgun guards. Assuming they carry a shotgun on this level. So let's have a look at these two.
One serious hoarder, you know. Huh?
Assault rifle. Are they assault rifle and submachine gun only?
Give me intel on that. Wait.
Maybe.
Have I seen... What the hell are you doing? You son of a...
Son of a fish. Don't think anyone from down there heard any of that. But yeah, shotgunning guards might not actually be a thing now. Just because I'm pretty certain on most levels guards don't carry all three types of large weapons. They either carry subbies or assault rifles or shotguns in some sort of combination of two. So given as we've got assault rifles and subbies here, I fear that the shotgun revolution is going to be postponed. We'll crunch those two anyway, just because we don't want them getting woken up. There's a minuscule chance that one of the boxes we might come across has a shotty in it, but the odds are very slim. There's a guard having a drink. That's promising. Now he's going that way. Around here we've got pistols. We've got more assault rifles. Helmut Kruger does not have shotguns. I feel like Dahlia's not around. Not that she'd have shotguns, but she'd have more poison. So if I hadn't been able to find that rat poison, I was thinking maybe we deal with Dahlia, but yeah, don't think that's relevant. Supplier will have a
Buy
shotgun,
something?
but we can't
Sounds
use it because it's
incredible.
against the rules. So we'll buy it anyway, I think,
I'm here
but then
if
we'll
you
just
need
bring it with
more.
us. And there we go. Guard has been poisoned. So I think we've done everything that we can, really.
Whatever.
And how do you
Maybe we'll check in the garden just to make sure there's no guards down there who are armed. Well, we know they're armed. They thoroughly shot me to death one of the previous times I was around here. But you know what I mean. Yep, subby. Force a friend has a subby. Yeah, I think it's a 2 out of 4, but that's the best we could do. So it's fine. Technically speaking, it is fine, of course, because you only have to complete one challenge on the level to do bare knuckle boxers minimum. But let's have a look. Time trial kind of makes me want to go back to Santa, even though I said before that time trial and Santa might not work. But given the other options, I'd rather save scale for Showdown. I don't fancy trying time trial on an alerted map. Again, we might have to, given this how it might go. Maybe actually Dartmoor. It's not a big map. 6 minutes to kill 3 people on Dartmoor. We're probably not using headshots. Maybe that works, actually. Maybe, just maybe. Okay, we're starting out here, which is sad. That's some of our time gone already. Where are we going? Ground floor? Ground floor, outside. Zachary's room. So they're all easy places to get to. But we need some sort of disguise. Been a while since I've seen Garden Show. But I'm okay with that in general. I just thought I'd mention it as an observation. So, do I want to take anyone out here? Or do I want to just come on up? Where am I going? You're near the kitchen. This door is going to be locked, right? Yeah. You're not paying enough attention to me. Staff toilet. You're not paying enough attention. So down you go. Is there an outfit in here? Might be in the locker. Oh wait, you're one of my targets. Brilliant. I was just knocking you out because I was coming in here for an outfit. But no, it is locked. Sad. But that's a target down. That's great news. This room probably isn't much help. There's a screwdriver. And our target is just in view almost, but no. Piss. Although maybe. Maybe this works?
I'm sure I saw something. No, I'm just tired. What?
Yeah, you saw something. Come and deal with it. Cool, so that's worked out. Don't really need to box you, but here we go anyway. Now, there's our man. Down he goes. Crime notice. People are searching. Maybe we go back out this way, because we know roughly where our next target is. What's the best way to get there?
I mean, that's a breaking heart happening if I ever saw one.
Is she going to notice if we scuttle past here?
Asked to come here. Madam
Maybe not. Not sufficiently, anyway. Next target's up near Zachary's bedroom, so Assuming those guards also don't notice us. We climb up here. Someone's kind of onto us. But not enough. Now we're disguised, although it's not a great disguise for our man, but at least we are disguised.
I'm not sure.
Blam. Time trial. Good. Not so bad then. Headshot kills only, destroy surveillance recorder. Is there more than one surveillance recorder on Dartmoor? I want to say no. Which means we're probably going to have to shoot it because otherwise life could get tricky. But we haven't got perfect shoots, we've got headshot kills only and that's fine. We can find some rat poison. I'm pretty sure there's a guard in the garden that we can deal with.
A hidden door.
A hidden door. Was there any real reason to come through this hidden door? Don't think so. Now, where does one find rat poison on Dartmoor? Probably downstairs where all the plebs work. There's not going to be any poison in the bathrooms or anything. Is there any sedatives? Maybe the greenhouse as well. We've got options. Perhaps. Butler doesn't recognise us, but that's cool. He's not coming over to deal with us. Bunch of locked doors around. I feel like dealing with cameras would be a good bet to start with. But I do also want to get into this little room. Getting in there could be tricky. Fire extinguisher would help. How does one get into this room without resorting to extreme violence?
Gentlemen, easy with coat and all. You need to forget about Patrick. Nobody can come in.
Can we lure away this enforcer?
He treated me like shit.
We can. Does that help us? Do you have any sort of staff key that could be useful? No, he's just got an outfit. We could throw him in the bush. I'm pretty sure we won't get seen. Good. Now, there's only one enforcer left in that room, so maybe we just lure him in as well.
Come on, give me a.
Now, did we fill that box with maids? We might have done. Yeah, we did. Okay. This guy just had an accident now. Now we're free to come into here, but it's still a crime to destroy the recorder. No poison in the kitchen. I think I check the kitchen every time for poison. There's poison. Amazing. Now, what if we were to sort of stand out of view of everyone there? You guys
Not sure
didn't
what you
see
were
that.
aiming for, but nice shot, I suppose.
You didn't see shit. They saw shit, didn't they? Oh, I just want you lot to just turn and look away.
Huh? What?
Okay, it seems like you're not
I'm
willing
not
to do it.
cleaning that up.
Fine, maybe we just lure you all in here one at a time. Although I've now apparently thrown away all of my throwables. Did I not have another that was in one piece? Did I leave it in here? I did. It probably doesn't matter if I have to take a minute to lure everyone in here one at a time and knock them out. Just so long as that guy out there doesn't see me throwing him out the window. Ooh.
So, have you seen any good films recently?
That was the wrong question, madam. I don't watch films. I care not for them. I'll happily watch like a 7-hour retrospective on the Resident Evil series, despite having played about 3 of them. But yeah, I don't want to sit down and watch a film for 90 minutes. Where is that man? There he is. Needed to know where he was before I tossed this bird, otherwise he'd be finding a whole bunch of folks in a hedge. And that wouldn't be cool. That just leaves one man. I guess we don't even need to knock out this guy, do we? We just need to come over here and do our thing. Cool. So now we want to head out to the back garden, I think. Pretty sure our man who drinks out of the water bottle down here is going to do so on every version of the map as far as I'm aware. There he goes, look at him. So we could be on for a perfect run, don't you know? I'll take 2 perfect runs and a 2 out of 4. That's pretty good going for today, I feel. We just need Madam there to finish working on her thing and turn away. There we go. Bump. You go back and have a sup, my man. I'm guessing we can't get into the greenhouse. Oh, we can. Good. Would there have been poison in here if I required it? The answer appears to be no. So it's a good thing we didn't need it, really. And now we can head on out with a perfect run in our back pocket. All snug like. And we're back to making progress. Only 3 levels remain until we can wrap up the Bare Knuckle Boxer Challenge once again. But are we actually going to get through them next time? Or are we going to fail miserably? Only one way to find out, and that's to join me then. Until then, thanks for watching, friends.